Lovely to see so many people coming in. We've got a great session for you. I'm Polly Barnfield. I'm CEO of Maybe, and I've got Hannah McKernan with me, who is Head of Social at Maybe. We'd love, so many people joining us. It would be great if you just drop in the Q&A in Zoom what part of the world you're from and what type of business you're on. This session is sponsored by Bira. So in the main, it's for independent retailers, but if you're from somewhere else, don't worry, it will be highly relevant for you. So it'd be lovely just to see you drop in the Q&A where you're from. And let's get going, Hannah. You've got the controls today, so you're driving.
I have. I'm driving. What could possibly go wrong, Polly, with me driving? So we'll see. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're well. It's not very spring-like today, is it? But I hope it is where you are. It's not with me, unfortunately, but it's coming soon, hopefully.
Exactly. Hannah, you've done some amazing slides for us today. What have you got in store for us?
What we're going to have a look at is, obviously, we talk quite a lot about social media awareness days, hot topics, but these are topics that get a lot of conversation and a lot of traction on social media. And therefore, especially if you find ones that are relevant to your business, you can reach a huge audience, but not just a big audience, but a relevant audience, because they're audiences that are interested in that topic. So we're going to have a look at some hot topics that have gained a lot of traction on social recently, and they may be ones that you already did get involved in, and then we're going to have a look at what's coming up, just so you can see how you can get endless inspiration for your content. But then we're going to have a look at how the magic of AI can help you create content for these topics in seconds, create images. So it really can help you fill your social schedule with unique content, but in a really time efficient way. So and then we'll go a step further and look at how AI can help you with other areas within your business as well. So it's as Polly said, it's a great webinar. Hopefully got some useful stuff for you.
Brilliant. Any questions as you go through, please do just drop them in the Q&A and we'll answer as we go. So let's get started, Hannah.
Let's go.
So our agenda today, as Hannah just said, is it's recent hot topics, key topics coming up, reach more customers, grow more sales, stay ahead of the competition and work more efficiently. The AI that is coming down the track right now is extraordinary if you know how to drive it. And we're going to give you a really good test drive today. And you're going to leave with the most amazing offer that is being sponsored by Bira. So hang about to the end. If you want to know who the hell do we have any right to talk about it? Do we know what we're doing? Great questions. We have worked with about 25,000 different businesses, and one of our longest standing contracts is actually with the government. And ironically, 5 years ago, they asked us to use AI to understand the sentiment of businesses across the UK. So AI isn't just a new shiny add-on that we've bolted onto our business. It's something we've been working with forever. But what's really interesting is it's enabled us to service 25,000 businesses really well. And it's now enabling us to pass on that same learning to you. And we are releasing a whole suite of AI-powered tools that genuinely will help you do your best work faster. We run a masterclass series on this. You're welcome to join it. But I promise you, if you're struggling with social media in any way, shape, or form, or even if you're smashing it, AI can help you make it do it better, faster. Isn't that fair, Hannah?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's incredible how it can help. It's just such an invaluable tool for every business. I think the businesses that aren't using AI yet are definitely missing out. So, but it's not complicated either, is it? It's something that you can use with ease, and we'll show you how.
Exactly. So let's crack on, Hannah. As you mentioned, there's a platform. Don't be intimidated if you're not yet using social. We're going to show you how, through the generosity of Bira, you've got the most amazing opportunity to access all the tools you need, save an absolute fortune, and get access to 24/7 expert support. Hannah heads up an amazing social team who are available to ask questions to, and we've got technical support as well that you can access 24/7. So if you've ever thought, oh, you're going to sell me a tool and it's going to be hard work, we're not going to. There is an offer at the end, but Bira are heavily sponsoring it. And most importantly, what comes with it is 24/7 expert help. That means that you can get the results you need for your business. More about that at the end. But first, let's look at what's working really well on social media currently. So, Hannah, you do some research. Talk me through this.
I mean, there's so many topics. Sometimes that might be daunting. You know, people might think, well, which ones do I get involved in? And we'll show you how you can actually identify the ones that are relevant. But there really is a topic for every single day. And I think there's something for every type of business as well. Some of them are fun, light-hearted. You know, they're great to just entertain your audience and just have a bit of fun. And others are more kind of specifically relevant to different types of businesses. But there's definitely something that every business can get involved in. And as you can see here, you know, this is the type of numbers. So this is how big the conversation is online. So April Fool's Day, you know, nearly 140,000 people posted about that. So that's an audience, you know, that you can reach. If you post about it, if they're following that conversation, they're much more likely to see your content. And then you've got Tartan Day, Walk to Work Day. These are just a few that I've picked out, you know, that you can just see the sort of numbers that we're talking of people that do get involved in these conversations online.
And just before we go forward, I think it's always interesting because with social, you're often thinking, well, surely I should talk about my thing. And I think it's just worth stopping and saying that sometimes not talking about your thing is more valuable because you've got to do something that relates yourself to the audience, haven't you?
Definitely.
So you've got to have that balance of talk about my thing, but then I need to talk about something something else that lets me be a person and shine through and all of that stuff. And so this is very much about showing you how you can think outside the box. I'm going to give you the tools to do that. But Hannah, go on. It's that giving it context that in your feed you want that blend, don't you, of give and take.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people obviously follow your business and your feed because of what you do as a business. But if every post is about, you know, what you offer and what you sell, you know, of course they're interested in that, but that's not all they want to see. You know, they want to find out about the people behind the business. They want to have a conversation. So, you know, you obviously want to make your content relevant. You know, you need to have your audience in mind with content that you share, but absolutely you've got to have just some fun bits, some conversational bits, you know, and just share things that are of interest to your audience. I mean, you've got your walk to work days there. I'll turn it to the same so we can do.
That's not really working.
Did you hear the sound then, Polly? Did it work or?
It was a bit granular, as they say.
Oh, let's not play the sound anymore then. There we tried that. But you can just see, you know, this is the amount of people. There's lots of different topics, some fun ones. Walk to work day just there. You know, perfect if you are a footwear retailer or, you know, just anything. There's definitely ways that you can get involved in these conversations, and that's the sort of numbers that we're actually talking. And then if we go. It's just a few more recent ones in April. So, you know, International Mother Earth Day was just a couple of days ago. Some huge conversations here. You can see National Sibling Day, National Pet Day. You know, National Siblings Day, you could reach out to people just to show appreciation for their siblings. You know, you might be a card retailer, a gifting retailer or something like that. Or just want to share some nice, you know, images or video of you with your own siblings. Because adding that bit of personality to your feed and so people can get to know the people behind a business is really important. And then National Pet Day, I mean, most people, you know, would totally be interested in that. I don't know about you, but if I'm scrolling through social media and there's an image of a cat or a dog, I always stop and look because it always grabs the attention. So there's huge audiences here. You don't have to be a pet retailer to get involved in National Pet Day. Of course, if you are, it's an obvious conversation because you're going to reach a relevant audience. But
I think what's interesting, Hannah, is pets are a really good example. It doesn't matter what business you are, whether you are a hardware business, a hairdresser, you know, a pet is something that you talk about, right? So if you meet people and you get onto dogs or cats, that warmth of conversation starts to flow through. Is it worth actually going to National Pet Day hashtag?
Yeah.
Because it's understanding that your content doesn't have to actually be. Should we go and actually search the hashtag? Yeah. It doesn't. Your content doesn't have to be just about you. You have to. People buy from people, and what national days do is give you a way to talk about things. Right now, your team will have pets. Your family will have pets. You know, embracing these days. I mean, we do it internally, but we all work remotely, and if we're talking about something, the whole team talks about pets, right? So yeah. It's a way to get people to stop on your feed and look and engage with you, and then they discover more. It doesn't have to be first-class photography, it just has to be human. And so by engaging with both the hashtag on the feeds, but also sharing your content around those feeds, the value is huge, isn't it, Hannah?
Oh, absolutely. Because, if you're reaching new audiences, you're building a connection straight away. Obviously, that's what you're looking to do through social media, is actually build a connection with people. And, if someone stops to look at the photo you put of your pooch, I mean, look at some of these, they're adorable. You'd stop at every one, wouldn't you? They already feel like they've got a connection with you because they know that you're a dog lover or a cat lover or whatever pet it is you've got. And therefore you're already starting to build that relationship with them. So yeah, they're great topics to get involved in. National Pet Day is one for most people, I think. And as you saw by the numbers, there's a huge audience that you can reach if you get involved, who are more likely to see your content if you've included that hashtag in your caption. So yeah, it's a great one.
And it's not something that you just need to say for the day. It's something that is it's what I call a Brussels sprout or a Marmite post, isn't it? Which stops the scroll, makes people look and look at you. So pets as a theme are something worth including in your feeds, really, aren't they?
Definitely. Oh yeah. I mean, you see pictures of, I mean, just down the road from me, there's an antique shop and there's a gorgeous dog that always sits in the window. And they post pictures of him on their social feeds and stuff. And, it's now part of their business, is, their dog as well. So, and you see that often. So yeah, definitely.
Is it
Love
worth, sorry, Hannah, is it worth actually clicking through to some of those posts and looking at the level of engagement on them?
Yeah, of course.
Again, it's the sort of, it's the whole point of it's actually worth going engaging back on some of those conversations as well, isn't it?
I mean, he's a cutie, isn't he? Look, nearly 1,300 likes for this, and they only posted it 13 hours ago.
And the value for that as the brand, what does that achieve?
I mean, that post has obviously been seen by that many people in that short space of time. So if people weren't already familiar with that feed, they now are. They may have clicked to follow or like the feed because, they've seen that posts that they're interested in are posted by that feed. So, already they will have got their brand name in front of lots of new people. And you can see there's also lots of comments on it as well. So, you're building that connection, you're getting people talking, which is great. Social media gold, really. Let's even it out. Well, we need to go for a cat now.
Cats, Hannah's a cat lover. You've got a fluffy one like that, haven't you?
I do, yeah. They've both disappeared though at the moment. Otherwise, they could have featured on our webinar, but they're hiding somewhere. But look,
we've all got these in our feeds or with our teams. So don't leave the pets out your feed, is what we're saying. We're pretty guilty of that too, Hannah. We've got masses of pets and we don't put them up.
oh, definitely, crikey, yeah.
Very
There's lots of new pets.
Yeah, it's very easy to forget the obvious, isn't it? Sorry, I interrupted you, Hannah. Oh, back to you.
No, I'm just looking. I could literally, I mean, this is the point, is now I've clicked on this conversation. I could keep looking through these pictures, and this is exactly the point, really, isn't it? Is we've done exactly what somebody else might do, is we clicked on this hashtag to see, oh, I wonder what posts there are. And then you could quite easily get lost in this conversation, looking at all the images and therefore familiarizing and getting to know feeds that you haven't seen before. So I guess we're demoing exactly what the audience would do, is follow the conversation, see the post, it would catch their eye, and that's exactly what you're looking to do by getting involved in this conversation. Look at these.
Hannah, something amazing to say. It's completely lost me.
Sorry, I've distracted you with dog pictures, haven't I, Polly? So.
Absolutely fabulous. So the point is that we're going to show you how to access a 365-day a year calendar. So you never have to think, what is the day? We can give you access to that in a moment, because that is what makes life so simple. Yeah, my amazing thing I was going to say, we'll come back to in a moment, to keep going.
Yeah, it'll come back. So that's just a few of the days that we featured here. But as we said, there's something for every single day. And this is how you can actually see, therefore, what's coming up. So obviously you want to plan ahead with your social media schedule. you want to get your content planned ahead. You don't want to be just posting on the day, because that's very reactive and quite tricky to manage. You want to be planning ahead for these things. And therefore, what you can actually do with the social media calendar that's within Maybe is you can actually see what's coming up. You can plan as far ahead as you want. You can pick out the days that are relevant to your business, or just the ones that you think are fun and relevant to you maybe, or your audience, and schedule some content. So you can see here, this is just literally a few days on one particular day in May. So cocktails, smiles, stationery, there's lots of stuff coming up. But if we click over here, this is actually within your Maybe account. So if you go to marketing and then content creation calendar, that's where you will find the live version of this. So you can see it's in a lovely calendar view. You've got all the months of the year across here, and it literally goes up right up to the end of the year. So if you want to plan that far ahead, then you certainly can. But let's have a look at May and see what's actually coming up. As you can see, there's something on pretty much every single day of the year. So you might decide that you want to get involved in, one of these a week, one of these a day, a couple a week, whatever you can actually manage. You can actually look ahead. You can identify the days that are relevant, and then you can actually schedule some content. So there's loads for May. So lots of stuff for you to have a look at.
It's amazing, isn't it, Hannah? And we update this every year. So we've already started updating it for next year. So that I'm going to go and find out what day there is, using to come here and decide what content you want to create.
Yeah.
And the whole month is quite interesting, because you've then got things that can run. So National Share a Story Month, that's lovely. So storytelling, National Walking Month. I mean, those are two really good conversations to pick, aren't they?
Yeah, you could share the story of your business as National Share a Story Month, because people are interested in, why you set your business up and getting to know the faces behind a business. National Walking Month is great, to promote well-being, health, fitness, footwear. Lots of businesses, can obviously make that very relevant to what they actually do and what they offer. And as Polly said, you can make that content evergreen, because that content can run for the whole month then. So there's loads. Time for a cuppa. National Gardening Week. So you can see that there is something for every business that you could pick out, that would absolutely be relevant to you and your audience.
And Hannah, so let's say, let's do this in the Maybe account, because actually I think we're going to embrace National Share a Story Month. You sparked an idea. Let's go and create some content for National Share a Story Month. So I think that's a good idea. And you're now faced with that whole thing of, what am I going to write?
Yeah.
How do we make that easy?
So you've picked the topic, and you can see this button just here. It's got magic sprinkles, because it is magic. You literally click on Write Me a Post. And because I'm in the Maybe account, it knows that I'm Maybe, and therefore the post will be written as Maybe. It knows what we do as a business. The same as when you are in your Maybe account, it will do the same for you. So if you are a gifting retailer, it will know exactly what you do. It will know how you talk about your business, and therefore that's what it will include. So you can see.
Look at that, commenting. Let's come back. Let's read it. Commenting, commemorating National Share a Story Month, a time to ignite the story of magic of storytelling and celebrate the power of narratives in shaping our world. Maybe we believe in the transformative influence of storytelling. We do. Whoa! As it connects us to inspires change and fosters a sense of community. This month, let's embark on a journey to unlock the captivating tales that reside within us and the hearts around us. I love that. But Hannah, if you switch, just switch accounts, and let's go to we've got a cake brand that we're allowed to use their account for, aren't they? What are they called? I can't think what their names. Huntley Cakes. So let's now use the same piece of tech, ask for the same month, but for Huntley Cakes, and you'll see how this is clever, because it knows that it's now. So if your business was, for example, a clothes shop, it would write a different post. This is now writing a post that is relevant to this business. So it'll write about National Storytelling Month about cakes, and so it will, I would imagine, write something really different. Embracing narratives, celebrating voices. As we step into the enchanting realm of National Share a Story Month, we're filled with the awe-inspiring power of storytelling. At Huntley Cakes, we believe in magic of narratives and captivating tales. Throughout history, the stories have been told, diverse cultures experience emotions They spark emotion, kindle empathy, and transport into realms of unknown. This month's storytelling, we invite you to share your cherished narratives. It'll be tales of triumph, harmful memories, or moments that have reshaped your perspective. Whether you're a seasoned wordsmith or a spirit-faring storyteller, well-told tale. But you could then, Hannah, we'll go on and ask the AI to create us a story around cake telling. Look at that. Isn't that lovely?
It really is. Yeah.
And an open book with wall. Right, should we take that one and go and create a post for it? So you've now created the copy. Let's go copy and schedule it. Now you will all have access to this platform at the end of this session if you haven't yet got it. So you've had an idea, you've written the post. And now, Hannah, what are you going to do now?
When you click copy and schedule, it takes you straight into new social posts. So this is where you actually would create a post. You select the social feed and then you paste the caption into here. Now that's actually pasted the whole caption, but that included the AI image prompt. So I'm going to just copy that bit.
So Hannah, we not only do we give you the words, we also give you a prompt to create an image because you may not have an image. Now I'd like to so you got the post, Hannah.
Yeah. So our post is now all in there, and you'll probably want to make some changes, to it. You might want to add a call to action, like a click through to your website or a click through to something, or just, what you want people to do, whether it is that you want them to comment. But if you click on the image, you'd add your own image here if you wanted to, but we're going to create one using AI. I'm going to paste.
Tweak the prompt to say, can we add a generating image of an open book with a warm, inviting glow, generating from inspiration, the warmth and magic of storytelling? Can we put a cake in the picture? Can we ask beside the book? I'm hungry. We've got team day tomorrow, and we had a meeting this morning where nobody wanted to talk about work. They just want to talk about what we're having for lunch tomorrow. Now we're talking about cake. I am so hungry.
I know. It's not even lunchtime yet, is it? It's
Should we get dreamlike with it?
Yeah, let's see what we get. So I've asked for 4 variations, so that's what it will generate.
That's a big ask on a Zoom call. Hannah's now asking, let me just tell you how clever this is. With that, look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you'd use any one of those. They're all amazing, aren't they?
Incredible.
But I think
absolutely, I love that one. That's the one for me.
Yeah.
Comments, please, people. The Q&A has just exploded. Are you saying that you could create an image for everything? Yes, we create an image for everything. Hannah, should we actually just add one more tweak to that? Should we ask for should we add a pet? And could you add a cat?
Oh, yes.
Add a cat. So let's add a cat.
You got me at the word cat, Polly.
So let's take that one. Let's take that prompt. Let's copy that prompt. And let's add a cat to it.
So
are you saying that you can do this? Yes. So you can create images for anything. A caveat for retailers, obviously for your products, please use product images. But when you want to use anything that is for something that is, for engaging audience around other topics, I would strongly recommend. AI is amazing. Much better than using stock imagery that probably somebody's seen before. You can do photographs, you can do watercolor. Let's do a watercolor this one time, Hannah.
Oh, sorry, Polly, I already clicked the button.
No worry. But you can. So this is a great way to create content if you haven't got all the pieces together and you don't just want something to look stock image. There you go.
Look at that. I think the cat's eyeing the cake up rather than the book.
It is fabulous. It's making us all artists. Honestly, the art of the possible has just become.
It's just incredible. But the thing is, it would totally stop you scrolling, wouldn't it? That image, I absolutely would stop and look and think, what is this about? And that's exactly what you want from your social posts. So amazing.
Really incredible.
So there's our picture and there's our caption, all done. So obviously we talked that through as we went through the process, but you can still get a feel for how quick it is to create a piece of content once you've actually chosen a topic that you want to post about. It's so quick. Amazing.
The AI will deliver anything. It's got guardrails on it. So for example, if you ask it to do something with children, it will say it can't create it. You need to sort of say young people. for obvious reasons. But I mean, honestly, the creative license you've got is enormous. Somebody's asking, is all of this included in the offer from Bira? Yes, it is. You know, you've got all the tools you need to schedule this post. So you don't just have to post it straight away. Hannah, can I schedule this for later?
So you've got post now, schedule, send post for approval if you want to have a process within your business. Or as we said, if it's you can schedule a recurring post. So if say it's one of the topics that runs for the whole month, you know, you might want to post that once a week. So you could actually schedule it 4 times then. But schedule it for Friday. And
Job
then
done.
go into, so there we go. As you can see, it's all in the content calendar, just there.
Amazing. Love it. Thank you.
That's every time I look at that, I'm still amazed by it, even though we've looked at it so many times now. It still amazes me what it produces. Incredible.
So you've all got access to 365 days of content, not just what day should I post something, but it also create the content for you. But please get ahead of it. Don't leave it to the last minute, because it lets you think about it some more. And the AI, remember, is there as a helper. I would always edit what's written, but it's so much easier to edit than create from you, right?
Definitely.
So what else can AI do for you? So we've shown you the AI calendar, and we've showed you AI image creator, but that's not all it can do. We've also got personalized AI on the platform, which Hannah is going to beautifully demo now. And the problem this fixes is that, you know, you've got to write a blog post, you've got to write SEO descriptions for your products, you've got to write a newsletter, you've got to maybe write a letter to your customers. And what personalized AI does does it for you. You can either ask it to do something straight away, or you can use a bunch of pre-written prompts that we have created. What to prompt you, my task? Well, a prompt is an instruction. So let's do, for example, let's go to improve our brand, Hannah, and let's first ask the AI what it knows about. It goes down to confirm what you know about us. So this is very different from ChatGPT in that it's using a large language model like ChatGPT, and we always choose the best. Currently, we are running ChatGPT, but we will always use the best performing one. And we're feeding it with what you've posted on social and what your website says. So it knows how to be used. So based upon top performing posts I've gathered from your social media company, Huntley Cakes is positioned as a local bakery that specialises in creating custom high quality cakes for various occasions. Your products include wedding cakes, birthday cakes, custom cakes for special events, and your services seem to focus on offering personalised bespoke creations that not only look stunning, but also taste heavenly. Your ideal client likely includes individuals and families celebrating special milestones such as weddings, birthdays, and other noteworthy events. So what's key is that whatever question you ask it, it's asking it from that standpoint. Now, if you go to ChatGPT, the problem is you'll have to tell it that every time, and you'll forget, your team will use it differently, and suddenly you have content that looks really like a game of consequences. This changes the game. So Hannah, if you now go to, let's go to target audience analysis, and then do a deep dive into audience. Let's see what it says to us. Because in theory, it's now what sits behind that green button is a big long prompt that says, acting as an expert media buyer, please dive into our audience and tell us who we should target. And at the press of a button, without having to do any of that, without having to write the prompt, you've now got, based upon the nature of your post, your brand identity, it's likely your target audience will have the following demographics, psychographics, and preferences. You might say, well, what's the value of that? The value of that is you can look at it and go, well, is my content targeting the audience my products match, number one? And number two, have we got this right? It's incredible, Hannah, isn't it?
It is, yeah, because, you know, obviously it's rare that a business will be able to be, you know, truly and effectively active on all social media platforms. So this will help you decide where you should be, you know, because you need to be where your audience are, where you should be, what you should post, yeah, and are you doing all the right things? But at the click of a button, we've just generated that. So to actually sit and research that and pull that together into a meaningful form would be a time-consuming task. Very valuable, but with AI, you can actually, yeah, do it in seconds.
Should we do one more, Hannah? Should we go down and write some content? Should we write, what should we do? Should we come down and create, let's not do seasonal content. Let's write some, should we do a blog?
I love this one. This is super clever.
Blog topic inspiration. There we go.
Because it literally gives you 10. So again, it knows who you are, doesn't it? It knows your business, and it'll give you 10 ideas that you can review.
Look at that.
The art of balancing indulgence and wellness. I think with the
My
change of weather, that's me at the moment, I think.
my suggestion, Hannah, could we, so we know it's National Storytelling Month, don't we? So if we take the first one, the art of balancing indulgence and wellness, nourishing both body and soul. Let's pick that one up. And let's say, please write a blog, number one, based on the fact it's National Storytelling Month. I just act as an expert storyteller and to create an engaging story around the art of balancing indulgence and wellness. So Hannah's so much better at this. You know, it's really hard typing when you're live on a webinar.
Yeah, trying to talk and type without making spelling mistakes.
So let's just front back. So please write a blog about number one based on the fact it's National Storytelling Month. Act as an expert storyteller and craft a story about balancing indulgence and wellness. And I would just say to it at the about craft a story about that. But I'd say don't actually, if you mention National Storytelling Month, it will write about that. We don't want to mention, we don't want to do that. So don't, but please don't mention National Storytelling Month, and please write in UK English. So writing a prompt is about it's just like giving instructions to another member of your team. You need to tell it what you do and don't want. But the amazing thing is, once you've done that, it will write you your thing. Should we go? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've discovered it's National Storytelling Month on this call. We didn't know that it was, and we now, here we go, the blog. You have a story.
Oh, I love it already. Just read the first couple of lines and it just sets the scene, and you just want to read more.
Beautiful, isn't it? Keep scrolling down. How long would that take you to write? Why is this valuable? This content will engage people for a month in National Storytelling Month. It will introduce more people to your brand, and you haven't had to write now. I think that's incredible. People are going, wow, 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 wow. Yes, wow, wow, wow. Turn that into a post. You can copy it. You can put it in your blog. If you haven't got a blog, you can host a blog, or maybe. How easy is that?
And then you can obviously ask it to create social content for this.
Go on then. Go on then. Go on then. Oops. Should we have a series? Oh, you've done one. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, Polly.
I'd have been lazy.
But yeah, you could. That's it, because it's a month. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great idea. You could actually say, yeah, create me a series of posts, and it could kind of reveal a little bit about the story as you go along.
Brilliant. Absolutely amazing.
It's great, isn't it? And then obviously you could copy that, take it into the planner, create an image. So you can see how you can just really create just a unique content, blog content, social content that all will engage people. I love it.
Really, really good. So you literally copy that up, copy that, and take it back to the social planner and start scheduling that out for the month.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Add in the hashtag National Storytelling, and you've created content that's on brand for that. It's going to introduce your business to a whole lot more customers.
Yeah.
Love it. Love
Amazing.
it. Okay. What have we got next, Hannah?
So next, we may have jumped ahead a little bit and done some of this as well.
But the other I kind of Hannah, get back one. The other thing that I think is really valuable.
Ollie, now you've said something. This is what I was doing so well with the driving, and now I've got to go back and.
Can you do that? Sorry.
You can, of course you can. I'm going to keep going. Now that was forwards. No, I'm just keeping going now.
No, I want you to go back to the Maybe Tech. Can you go back to Maybe Tech?
Yeah, if If you keep talking while I figure out how to.
So one of the things that is really important with the AI is that don't just use your don't just ask it. Also, don't just ask it for more stuff. Ask it to review it as a customer. So what we're going to do is just go back to the blog we'd written, and we're going to see if we ask the AI. If we haven't, if you shut it down, don't worry. The point here on this slide, here we go. So just say this is great. How will our customers? But what? This is great. How will our customers receive this? Now we've built into the prompts on the left hand side, asking experts. So you can actually ask Steve Jobs, who's no longer with us, how to improve your content. You can ask Seth Godin, who's one of the best UX people in the world, how to improve your content, because they've got books written that the AI learns from. Now, in this version, we know who your customers are, and it is telling you how your customers will perceive it. Now, I do this with everything I do now, to understand, are we doing it right? So your customers like to perceive this content positively with enthusiasm by sharing relatable stories that encapsulate the values and beliefs of the cakes. You're providing them with a deeper insight and ethos behind your brand. The narrative of harmonizing, indulgence, and wellness resonates with individuals seeking a balanced life, fostering sense of connection and understanding. How lovely is that, Hannah?
It's like having a kind of team of people that you can ask to research something for you and review something for you and write something for you. It's just all at your fingertips, though. It's incredible. It never ever fails to amaze me.
So always double check with your content. What will my customer think of this? It's a really good check. And you could say, ask it, Hannah, how would you improve it? And it will tell you. It's like having that uncomfortable person on the team that always says there's something else you can do. Now you can kid yourself and never ask for this and always feel amazing, but this is like getting something. This is A/B testing before you actually do it. So here you go. Further enhance the impact of content, strengthen connection with customers, consider personalization, interactive element, visual storytelling, testimonials and reviews, call to action. Absolutely 100%. Bob on the money. Amazing. Amazing. Hannah, should we go back to the presentation? I promise not to make you go back again.
Sorry. Yeah, no, fine. No, don't worry. I think I misunderstood. Do you want us to go back to Maybe Tech?
So here we can, and then the other key thing, whenever you get stuck, you have got support. So there's a blue button at the bottom of the right-hand screen of every page on Maybe, and you can ask it any question you like, and it will give an answer within about 11 seconds. It links to all our articles. You will never, ever be stuck. At the bottom of every article is a link to training, and you can also book into calls that we have every single day of the week. So not only do you get the technology, you get a bunch of people that will help you make this work. Thank you, Hannah. Let's go. Let's keep going because we're running out of time.
What do I keep clicking now? Everything's.
We can do it live. Here we go. Let's ask a question, Hannah. Go on, ask a question. How do I create an AI image, for example? Let's say you think, oh, I love that webinar. How do I create an AI image? Because technology can be really hard to use, and we work really hard at making sure this is incredibly easy to use. So the blue button we've shown you lives at the bottom of every single page, maybe. And we use the AI to deliver our support. It always makes me feel really nervous when I do this live on a call, Hannah. Here we go. Create an image, head to the image generator tool and select create an image, then complete the requirements such as style, boom. And then you can click on the link and it goes to a step-by-step guide on creating images for stories. So you can click on the link, Hannah, and see what happens. Step by by, there you go. So you've got all the help you need at your fingertips. It's amazing. You will never, ever be stuck. Thank you, Hannah. Should we go back to the presentation?
Yeah.
Amazing. So all the help you need in the world, keep going.
Right, this keeps doing that now.
You have to maybe just click down to the next slide.
Yeah, there we go.
We're showing you the social scheduler. You can do Facebook, you can do Instagram, you can do LinkedIn, you can do X. But we've also got ads that you can, if you go to the ad slide as well, you can create ads on TikTok, on Snapchat, on LinkedIn. And we're not going to show you on this call. We'll show you when you sign up and create an account, which we're going to show you how to do in a minute. The AI will write the ads for you, but then it will then use the ads that are performing best. We are using the ads manager to manage our Facebook advertising right now. And the results that we are achieving are out of this world. We have customers doing the same. but this is just incredible. If you have avoided using ads until now, don't. I promise you. No matter where you are on your journey, we have the most amazing call on a Thursday and a Friday with experts who help people run ads, and they will hold your hand and get you up and running, and it will change your business. I'm not telling you more. You need to come inside to find out how it works, but it is mind blowing. Don't take my word for it. Go to Trustpilot, read our reviews. They are actually, ironically, very much not about our technology. They're much more about our people. What works with us is that you don't just get technology, which is amazing. You get an equally amazing team of people who are on your side trying to help you make this stuff work, because it's hard. It's hard. We find it hard, but we're really good at helping you make it work for your business. So go and check us out, Trustpilot, see the reviews. They're lovely. I'm really lucky to work with the most incredible team of people. Thank you, Hannah.
Oh, apart from the one that things like that, the irony of that, then I knew it was going to do it. It was like I rehearsed it to be a comedy moment.
Love that. Love that. All this clever linking to. Here we go.
I know, but that's the thing. There we go.
So I say this to everybody. The wheel has been reinvented. You have one question to ask yourself. AI is going to change the way the world works, and you've got to decide whether you embrace it or you say you're too busy and you carry on as you are. Don't leave it too long, because things are moving really fast, and we're here to help you with it. We love it. It's really exciting, but equally it's terrifying at the same time. But it can make your life so much easier. So please come and put the AI wheels on your business, and we're here to help you do that. And thanks to Bira, you have got an amazing offer that will help you reach more customers, grow your sales, don't have competition, do better business, and be more efficient, get more done in less time. And that offer is that you have a 30-day free trial, no questions asked, access to Maybe, don't pay bean. And then if after 30 days you think it's a good thing, you have a 50% off voucher code for all of our plans. How much is it, you may well ask? Well, the starter plan starts at £97 a month. You have got 50% off that. The starter plan has everything that I've shown you today. It has a license for 2 people. If you want more people, you start paying more money. But 2 people is enough for everybody to get started with, find out whether it works. You can access all the tools, and there are many more than what I've shown you today. You get one-on-one, you get access to onboarding calls. You have access to us 24/7 for tech support. And there's a 365-day guarantee. If at the end of the piece you go, this is useless, we'll give you your money back. If you go, this is useless, but you haven't used the tech and you haven't turned up to the meetings, we're going to, we can't have your money back. If you try and use it and it doesn't work for you, we 100% will refund you, because we know that's not possible. We guarantee you that you will get results by using it. It will save you time, it will make you sales, and it will change the way you think about social and digital, because it is possible to make this easier. We have listened to 25,000 different businesses, learned what doesn't work and what does work, and we're all the time improving the process. Number of questions coming in. Do you have to put your credit card in to get the 30-day trial? I'm afraid you do. Yes, you put your credit card in the slot to get the 30-day trial, but we don't charge you anything for the first 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, you can cancel it. You can cancel at any point during the 30 days. This is sponsored by Bira. You cannot get a 50% guarantee off if you go to our website. We've got a few places right now. If you live in Buckinghamshire, or if you live in North Kesteven, you are being fully funded by the councils there. So if you live in Buckinghamshire or North Kesteven, go to maybetech.com/go and sign up for your 30-day free trial, but also drop us a message on the blue chat button I've just demoed to you to say, I'm in Buckinghamshire and I'm in North Kesteven. I guarantee you this is the best value thing you'll buy this week, wherever you are in the UK. So please go to maybetech.com/go and sign up for the Bira special offer. And don't be a stranger, because Hannah, how friendly are we and how available are we to talk to people?
Oh, very friendly. But I think we hear from our customers so often that it's just the thing that makes us really different and sets us apart is yes, there's loads of clever tech and loads of tools that sit within Maybe, but there's also a human team that are approachable, friendly, talk, you can literally get help from us 24/7. So yes, there's lots of us here here to help you through getting started, and obviously make sure that you get the most out of maybe, and use all the tools that are going to help you as a business, because obviously each business's needs are going to be different, and we're here to help you with all of that. So yeah, if you're not already signed up, do get signed up, and then get in touch and we'll help you right the way through.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you all for being such a great crowd. A few more questions. Does it work for TikTok? Yes, so you can schedule content for TikTok. Can you manage your website? Yeah, if you want to host your website, maybe you can. That's all included. And it's got a mass of email automations and all that clever stuff. That means that once people engage with the social media, you've got a lovely follow-up sequence to go behind it. Don't be daunted when you first sign up, because there is lots that you can do. You don't need to do it all at once. You can do the bits you want. You don't have to pay more for using extra bits. You don't pay less for using less. It's the great thing I like about it is that once you start running a business digitally, you realize there are more and more things you need. And what we've worked really hard at with Maybe is making sure that you've got all the things you need under one roof. But most importantly, you've got this AI wrapper that sits around it that enables you to do your best work faster, because you haven't got to write stuff. You get the AI to write the stuff for you. It's pretty much bang on, because it knows who your business is, and you can add the tweaks. You haven't got to sit there struggling to work out what to say, because everything that you create or you have created historically is what trains this machine in seconds how to be you. So you're starting from a much better place. We've then written all the prompts so that, for example, if you share with us all your product descriptions, for example, you can click one button that says write me SEO friendly product descriptions, which will mean when you put them back into Shopify or whichever website you're using, your products will get found easier. Honestly, we have just scratched the surface of what you can do with this today. Go and grab an account, sign up at maybetech.com/go, and discover the art of possible. Hannah, thank you. Let's fit all the small questions coming in. Are you available? Do you have access to meetings like this more? Yes, so we've got live sessions. We're actually sort of doing a big overhaul of our onboarding at the moment. We've got onboarding sessions every day for new accounts. We've got training sessions happening every day, and we've now got 24/7, as well as 24/7 chat. We've got 24/7 technical support as well. It's all going live in the next 10 days. In fact, I'm going to tell the team about it tomorrow. It's quite exciting. So yeah, we're growing very fast at the moment. Love you to be part of that. And yeah, please do get in touch. Just go to maybetech.com/go. I can't guarantee how much longer Bira will keep that open, so don't miss your chance. Hannah, thank you so much. Thank you all for being such a great crowd, and see you again on a call sometime very soon.